Hi, Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're on to our next viewer request. I Still Hear Mama Praying by Chester Baldwin. We will put a link in the description of the video from YouTube that we used. As always, we don't try to uh, antagonize the YouTube AI system, so we will share some of the video so that you can see where we are getting our chords from. This song is in the key of F major. So we're always going to look at our scale first for any song we learn, just so that we can get some exercise in for our fingers and our ears. So this song is traditional gospel. By traditional gospel, I in a lot of my videos, I've said traditional gospel has a jazz undertone, almost like brother and sister. So let's share a little bit of what we're going to cover. Let's see if we can get past this point. Fair use, YouTube.
Your mama might be gone today, but the prayers that she prayed for you, they still covered. And today I want to remember my grandma.
All right, so I'm going to stop it right there. But you see where I mean by share some of the elements of jazz. Or, let me see. There it is. So that's something that you work on uh, outside of learning the song, because the chords are going to be generic. You're going to have the one, those who are the number system users, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to 1. I call it octave 8 because it's an octave away from where you started. And just by practicing these chords helps to work on your muscle memory and your hearing of the tones. So for those who are the number system users, I talk to it, I don't teach it. This will be in the 1. This is still in the 1, but it's a passing tone to stay in the 1. The 1 being the lowest note for the bass note. Now we added a flat 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat 7, which is a jazz tone. The 3, the 1, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still in the 5. Back to the 1. All right, so let's let you hear what those are again. YouTube fair use for educational purposes.
I still hear. I'm a I still hear. And the
But that's all I can air, so that you can see where the chords are. You are rolling the chords. See how quick that is? These are all passing tones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is why you see I don't like the number system. In a sense, 1. I like the fact that we're doing a melody. Going down a somewhat major chromatic scale. Which is so why it's so important to practice inversions to build that muscle memory to be able to reach those chords. All right, so now we're going to get to the what I call the out. Once you get into a pattern, there's always got to be a way out. The 3, 4. Now you could go diminish if you want, or the 7th. Whatever, each one is okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 5, and back to 1. Let's listen to that part right here.
That she prayed, just to keep in me. Oh, hear mama pray. Can I get a witness in the building? I'm still.
So what you're listening for? Patterns. You're listening for what I call the home chords. This is a home chord. This is a home chord. Because right, it keeps your fingers in this positioning. Now you come out of that home chord. Four, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the home chord. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. This is that traditional gospel sound. All right, let's see what else. Now I'm going to put you on mute, and I'm going to play with the song so I can show you the chords. This way you won't be able to hear it. Let me mute the audio from. Here we go. So now I'm going to play with it. I've got the audio muted. I'm just going to play with it so you can see the chords. This is the verse. All right, let me just stop this right here. So we're at the verse part. Now what happens here in the verse, it has got some of the chords that is used in the some of the chords that's used in the opening, but it is setting a different pattern. I like to call it patterns. This is first part of the song is pattern 1. This is pattern 2. So it's in the 1. This chord you know. The 7, the 6. This is what you're gonna, and this is traditional gospel. So let me back it up so you can hear what we're listening to.
She prayed, just to keep in me. Oh,
Okay, let's go past that. Trying to get these in so the AI doesn't catch me.
mama, bowed her head and knelt down in fervent prayer. She knew how to call on the name of Jesus.
All right, so I'm going to stop it right there. We'll see if the AI comes after me. But at least she knew how to call on the name of Jesus. Now, what you're looking for, home chords. That's all it is. Now, for those who are jazz musicians, you will get, well, let's see, 7-1-7-6. Your more contemporary musicians will go with the 2-5-1 for the key of D minor. And D minor notes are the same key notes as the key of F major. Same notes, just start at a different point. So now we're in the sixth. We're going to go down. So gospel music will take it to the sixth. Circle of fives to the G. Now, once you're in the G, you can now look at the notes in the key of G. And then the circle of fives to the C or to the 5. So from the 2 in F major, I should stay in the F major number system. Again, that's why I like to talk to chords and not to numbers. So we're in this 1-7-6. To the 5 with that flat 7, and that's where we stopped.
That he'd meet her there. Oh, she thanked him.
Now we're back into the 1. Again, piano players know about jumping octaves. Now there's going to be another changeover.
For health and for strength. Just to run this Christian race. Oh.
So we've got the 1, back to the 6. But we're going to go to a flat 7 on the 1. So, and that is the jazz, I call it the walking pattern. Go ahead and now to the 4 with this chord. Let's listen.
Oh, but she never failed to pray for her children. Say, Lord, save them by your grace.
So patterns. The 1-7-6-1-4, sharp 4, preacher chords, 6, sharp 6, sharp 5 to 6, 2, 5. So what you're looking for, you want to listen to the patterns. You hear the patterns. All right. So I think we've pretty much got the entire song. Let me just verify. In fact, let me just play along with it so that you can catch the tempo of it. I'm going to mute the audio so that I don't get slapped by YouTube AI. Here we go. I'm going to play with it. All right, so now we're up to the next part of the song. Um, Pattern 3. This is where they're singing Pray for Me. It's at the 4 minute mark in the song. Let's let you hear some of it because, again, it's the same chords. They're just repurposing these chords to support the lyrics. Here's what all we're having is. I'm sorry. That's what the sweet singers are doing, but the music is just holding steady on the one. That's your choir. But they often say if you're going to learn gospel songs and is singing, learn the choir vocals also. That's 60% of the chords that you're going to be playing. The rest is just how you repurpose the other chords, the standard chords around what's happening. So pray for me. In a sense, we're still in the one. Okay, let's see if I can sneak this in.
Pray, pray. I can hear say, our Father is much more again. That you're almost serving God in the humblest way I know how. I want to thank you.
All right, so they're going now. Again, flat 7, which is E flat. This is considered a 6 chord, but really it's a 4 chord using a 6 bass back to the 1. And to get this big band sound, which is what you're hearing me play, that's the fullness of all the available tones that your hand or your hands can reach to. Shorten it up, it'd be this. Still good, but the more intermediate to advanced musicians will want to fill that entire spectrum of chords. Where you can hold with the sustain pedal and then switch up to add more chords. This is the 4 minute, 432 minute mark of the song. Let's see what's left.
For last night's laying down and this morning rising, I want to thank you for being my portion of health and strength. I want to thank you that the bed I laid in was cooling.
All right, so I'm going to stop it right there. Those are pretty much of the chords for the entire song. This will be a good practice song for not just the viewer who requested it, but also those of you who are viewing to get to a taste of some of the traditional gospel sound, which I think is kind of missing in today's music, today's version of gospel music. And you get to see where I always reference the jazz influence of the gospel sound of this era. Chester Baldwin, I Still Hear Mama Praying, Sam Tobin, Sound of Joy, Music Services. Thank you once again for making Sound of Joy one of the most watched channels for traditional gospel music, although we do cover all types of music that our viewers do request. If, as always, please don't forget to